Jackson had more than a second to breathe.
And now Jackson is only rushing 2, and JaCorey Johns picks it off. Just wrestling the ball away from a receiver is JaCorey Johns. That's a rare athlete to have in coverage, and he uses his strength there to pull the football away. Jacksonville takes over.
We talked about him, 6'4", able to play DN, linebacker, and a little bit of defensive back. And you see him coming out with the pick.
30 seconds, still moving. They're lining up. Now at 23, 22 seconds, they get the snap, and there's Sap Lynch. They do have a timeout, so they'll probably use it here, I'm guessing. Yep, they do. But the key here is JaCorey is now snapping the football.
And it's a 4th and 2, so this is
big
huge
play
for the Sugar Skulls right here.
And a little trickery, and it's not going to work. Yeah, a little reverse to Thompson, and Lorenzo Thompson is going to get snowed under, and that's unfortunate because the running game been working so well, and they get stopped. And we said, Jay, we were worried that, you know, whichever team got the stop first is probably going to have the advantage, and now the advantage goes clearly towards Jacksonville.
Right. So the Sugar Skulls need to answer back with one, because if they don't get...
And you need the touchdown, so. Caldwell rolls to his right, looking, nobody there, and then he fires it, and he's just going to throw it through the goalpost, and that's incomplete. And they'll bring up 4th down. Lined up down here to the bottom. Sap Lynch to the top, 2 receivers in motion. Caldwell fires, incomplete, and that's okay too, because then you're going to have to use your timeout probably.
Able to maybe get it down a little bit. We might be having a little different talk right now, but that was definitely a tough, trying to make something happen when they need it.
Out here in the second half of the big lead.
Over so far. Turnover on downs, they were able to come up with that, but a turnover play they have not been able to get yet. Good stop of the run.
Once again, Chris Rice on the stop. JaCorey Johns in there as well. But Massachusetts able to again churn 3-4 yards. Burn another 40-45 seconds off the clock. It'll be on.
And back in the end zone to return, Juju Augustine, the former Barnstormer, brings it out. And he is hit hard. The ball is jarred loose. It's in the end zone, trying to pick it up and doing a good job of recovering it of the Oilers, but that was a vicious hit by Iowa. What a hit.
So it looks like Juju Augustine took that ball out. What a heck of a hit by, looks like number 24. Regularly 34, that's going to be a new JaCorey Johns. Jeez, just knocked that ball out.
So we will go, as you say, this time an empty backfield. Hunter will keep it himself. Will try to run it forward and be stopped at the 2-yard line. Once again, the Barnstormers really reacting well on the play. And off the bottom of the stack is Iowa's linebacker, Kadri Jackson, to make the tackle. Also there was JaCorey Johns. Johns, you're going to hear that name a lot already, as we mentioned, in his Juju Augustine, who was rookie with the Barnstormers when they won the championship in 2018, is on the return to the 10. Penalty markers down. He gets to the 12, and he is stopped right there. And we will check out the penalty. Downfield to make the tackle for the Barnstormers, Isaac Duffy, along with JaCorey Johns.
Deuces each of the last 2 years, but here he'll kick a line drive. Chance for Wimbush to return. He didn't think he'd have these opportunities. A guy who's had 2 kick return touchdowns this season, and he takes it just across the 15. where the rookie Jaden DeLaura gets
over 60 as well.
DeLaura back to Wimbush on the ground. He's wrestled from behind. That's JaCorey Johns, who Iowa brought in mid-season back in week 7. Got him in a trade from Jacksonville. And Wimbush is down to the 3, bringing up 3rd and goal. He goes low and get it past the up man, C.J. Jefferson. As Jefferson taken down by the opposing 17 and JaCorey Johns for Iowa. Well, we have a moment to remind. Not shying away from the strength aspect as he finds a wide open Wyndham. A couple of strong throws on the last 2 plays after that first down run, and it is back to back to back. For inside 6 minutes, Johnson with all day to throw, slings it to Wimbush underneath. Hard hit. You think JaCorey Johns has been waiting to do that for about 2.5 hours? Finally got a good stamping of Wimbush.
There from the 13-yard line on first down for Mass. Handoff once again goes to the running back Evans, and Evans is going to be stopped as he gets to about the fake to Evans, give to Evans, and little miscommunication between quarterback and running back, and the Barnstormers are right there to take care of it. Ellison there.
And that was a great job just staying disciplined there by Tate and making it hard for the quarterback to make a decision whether to hand it off or take it. And so that.
Hand up once again to Evans. Barnstormers will stop him at the 5-yard line after a gain of a pair. So again, Puka Williams, the leading rusher for the Massachusetts. Rui kicking it to Isaac Zyko. Zyko. Nice cutback at the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and he's captured from behind. Nice return that time by Isaac Zyko.
Surprised if Rui tried to get himself a deuce here.
I wouldn't either. Well, actually not this time. Low line drive kick. He goes through the hands of Zyko. Now he has to retreat to the end zone to pick it up. He's in trouble in the end zone, and he's going to be caught.
Great kick. Just look at the bounce of the ball. Made it a tough one for him to gather up, and great pursuit by the Iowa kickoff team to be able to get down there and be able to get him down.
Stormers. He was in his 3rd year at Iowa. Bahar, with a little trouble with the exchange, tried to give to Evans, wind up pulling it back, and wound up getting tackled for a loss of 3.
If you see there, a little bit of a slip up. Evans was able to grab it just in time, and Bahar came in and was able to recover it just in time, because if not, it could have been going the other way.
Yeah, it was actually on Bahar, or on Evans. Pirates ball at the 5-yard line. Bahar with a running play to Evans, then he's going to be tripped up and dropped after a gain of maybe. They have a good offensive line. They protected Bahar well. They do that time, but the pass is under. Ends up on the left side of the center. As Bahar fires, the pass is intercepted by Iowa. Barnstormer Street picks it off. He comes up with his 6th interception of the season.
And Street has been. He just got beat with speed on that one. Stormers fans for a while. They were here when I played, and they still show a lot of love.
The pitch comes to Evans. The Barnstormers contain him after maybe a loss of a yard. Zyko comes wide to the near side. Owens wide to the near side. Miscommunication between Evans. Again, he's playing his first game as a member of the Massachusetts Pirates, and he and Bahar have had some handoff issues.
Bahar tapping his chest right there. Man, the ball just slipped there out his hands. He was looking for the play action.
35, and yet another possession. Once again, it is Tyon Evans on the call, off to the 15-yard line and gets to the 16-yard line.
And touchdowns, even his rushing touchdowns as well.
Here's the call to Evans, and Evans will get a couple to the 21-yard line. Massachusetts now with just as soon.
Theo Redding comes in motion. Bahar looks to the wall. That's complete. McBride has it at the 10 and gets all the way up to the 15-yard line, and that is good enough for a Pirates side.
Good cutting ability on the dime, cutting back inside rather than going out.
Really come back with a vengeance. Oh, Puka Williams in trouble, reversing his field, cuts it back inside, comes across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That's a long run for a 3-yard gain.
Thing that will go down when they watch film this week. Puka could have had a 4-yard loss, but he ended up with a +3. Those are the type of winning.
First and 10, 18-yard line. And nothing happening here on the handoff to Williams as he is dropped post-haste by JaCorey Johns.
JaCorey Johns had a good career at Wake Forest, playing for the since retired Dave Clawson.
Quick toss to the wall, that is complete. Demas has the catch. Starting first and 10 at the 8-yard line. And here is Puka Williams Jr. 2 yards, that's all.
And returnable. Tuggle takes it a yard deep to the 10, to the 15, and gets wrapped up from behind. The new Barnstormer. Huff fakes the pitch, runs instead, has the first down and more, gets inside the 20, and gets down to the 17-yard line of the Barnstorm play in quarter number 1. Tuggle back to return, and will have a return. Sidesteps the tackler at the 10, dances inside the 15, and gets out to almost the 19-yard line before he is run down by JaCorey. 16 has already thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Here's Tuggle out of the end zone. Goes to the wide side of the field. Penalty markers down as he is brought down to the 22-yard line. But a flag is thrown in the off.
Yeah, man. As you see number 6 coming down, you can see the block in the back. Some may say shoulder, but you got to be more careful.
Handoff. Quick handoff, and coming up to the 14-yard line on the carry. Actually a fake handoff by Huff. Tyler Huff, who is the offensive player of the week in the league, hands it off to McCannon. McCannon crossed the 20-yard line. First down and more than.
Man, and great push there by the offensive line. And man, McCannon just over there turning the legs, just being able.
For carry. Handoff once again to McCannon. This time he comes the other direction to the 20-yard line. Because the game out of first place in the Eastern Conference. Once again, it's Huff on the run. He is stopped near the goal line. Did he get in? It looked like he might be a yard short. But once again, a fine run, this time off the left side, and it will be 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Man, and great job by him putting the shoulder down. The defense just barely stopped him from being able to.
He comes wide to the right. Huff fakes the handoff, will keep it himself, battles forward to the 20-yard line.
That was a good job there by the defense, being able to contain Huff on that one and get him from.
Pate on the tackle after a 3-yard gain to the 21-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down and long call for the turn. 2 kicks last week in his first game at Jacksonville for an average of 25 yards per kick. So it's a squib kick, keeping it on the ground. He still gets to the 15-yard line, gets caught from behind by Jared Stodd, and Stodd brings him down at the 21. Empty backfield this time. Up to Stoshak, inside the 10, battles his way to the 6-yard line. Running play to the wide receiver, Stoshak.
Man, you can see there, they're trying to lift him up over the wall there. Probably a little bit of frustration.
Went a little bit of a lull after that, and you need somebody to step up and make a big play. And that time they stuffed the running game for a short game by Huff. So maybe that's the start of a hold. It was JaCorey Johns over there to make the stop along with Tyler Tate.
be able to get them out that lackluster feeling that they've been going through.
Up out of an empty backfield on 3rd down and 3. Fakes the handoff. The Barnstormers aren't fooled, and they stop him at the 10-yard line for the loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th down for Jacksonville.
Got a great running back coming downhill who's been doing a fantastic job tonight, but he decided to pull it, and you had 2 defenders waiting on him there.
Johns and Jackson there to make the stop for Iowa. They do put it back at the original line. Down and 7 yards to go. Running play. And carrying it. 2nd down, a yard to go for a 1st down. Bad pitch. Tuggle retrieves it. Tuggle's going to be...
PK